interview with Biboo. Hey, here we go. Bonsoir.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Bonsoir. I'm good. Very, very exciting to win and proud of our team. So I'm good.
Yeah, congratulations again here on your victory versus Chaos. A few questions that I have for you. First of all, I want to get very technical. There was one round where you were playing downstairs in kitchen. The freezer in the back was only half reinforced. The second part of it was left soft still. Was that planned? And if so, what was the whole plan around it?
Like we can see, yeah, it was planned. Obviously, it was not a mistake from us. We made a rotation all in the soft wall to try to have a more possibility to move between the site and watchsters. We can also from above, we know that the floor can be breached in fireplace to see the fridge. So yeah, it was all planned and it worked well. So because we win the round. So
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Second question: do you think that the reason why you were both winning so many rounds on the attack comes down to the map and how it is, or is it just that both teams know how to read the other when they're playing on attack?
I think both teams have really good gunfighters, so it's helped a lot. And on cafe, especially when you are playing only with one breacher, and on cocktail side especially too, you need to win your gunfight at the end. Even we don't have IQ available now because they ban it. So you have so much information in defense. You can have Maestro, you can have Echo and Valkyrie, even Mosey. So at the end you can't plant and try to just plant in 5v5 or 4v4. You need to push and get the kills. We did it. They did it well too. So yeah, I think we have pretty good gunfighters, and it's helped a lot on these special actions.
Yeah, it definitely has shown. So it's not really the map that's playing into it, more so just adapting to one another. In general, the match was close, but what happened, how you started to lose your advantage? Because you went into the second half with a massive lead and even were close to winning it so many times in a row on match point. Was there any point where you realized, okay, here's our failure, we need to fix it? And how did it take that long?
Yeah, we were up 6-2, I think, after 2 rounds in defense, and we were close to win it because I think the last was on reading was the 2v2. I get one, I get killed, and really clutch it. So it was really close. And after they play well on the kitchen defense, they read us well. They just try to get Spark alone. If they kill them, they take the VIP control, and after they just play well on this attack. And after it was cocktail one, and they just push. We were not ready to their push, and it was a little bit messy. But at the end, when we come 6-5, we said, okay, guys, we just need to calm down, take a breath, and just focus on what we need to do and what we are gonna do to win this round. And it's worked well because at last round we get at least maybe a 4 perfect round, not perfect round because one died.
It was a 4v1 in the end.
Yeah, so we were pretty ready to this attack. On the first reading, it was we did pretty much the same, but they just creeps just go on sites, and we know about it, but it just do creep things sometimes and go on site, get 2 kills. Oh fuck, guys, sorry, but it's too good, but. No, we just fixed it at the last round and it worked, so...
Sometimes it happens, right? You don't expect someone to rush into sight. You know that they're in there, but they just shoot you before you're able to do anything with it. And that's what you were talking about before. The gunfights sometimes really do decide the rounds and the momentum of them. But anything you'd like to say to all the fans out there for Vitality-Biboo?
So thanks to all the fans who are supporting us every time, even from on Monday when we play very bad, very coppers. We can say that, but Navi was very good. It's not I'm saying they would play bad, but we were very bad. They play good, they prepare well. So I think we just react in a good way to this lost Monday, So just happy to do that. Thanks for the support, and see you Monday against G2, I think. So
yeah,
it'll be a pretty good match.
That's a pretty big game. We'll see. With your victory today, maybe G2 will be able to defeat Empire later, and you'll get even closer together. Who knows? You're not out of Japan just yet. Same goes for G2. So that play on Monday is going to determine quite a bit. Again, Biboo, thank you very much for the interview. Congratulations on your victory against Chaos. Cafe Dostoevsky 7-5. We'll see you on Monday. Bonne nuit.
See you. Bonne nuit.
Sorry.
No. Listen, Milosh, listen. I'm taking reins here. Where was that in Raleigh? Listen, we lost the grand final. We played a phenomenal game up to that point. Do not discredit Lord Fabian, even though he isn't here. It's not okay.
I bow down. I know you can't see on the camera, but I bow down to His Excellency. Lord Fabian has definitely done the work today, and he's done so well. Now, one thing I want to talk about is in the beginning of every single round, pretty much on your attacking side, you were kind of waiting for quite a while outside of the map. Was this just expecting that Empire would go for the first move and capitalize on top? How did you predict these?
I think we have learned a lot from not just watching Empire, but playing them in Pro League. I mean, we were drawn online, then we beat them at the last at the Invitationals. They beat us at last major. So today we had to win to take it back, right? That's only fair.
Yeah.
So we can get that final rematch at the Invitational Grand Finals once again. But why it happened is that Joystick in particular is extremely versatile on that top floor whenever they're roaming. And the last thing we want to do is lose 2 members to that. So we take it super slow. We take our time. Once they're taken rid of, we can do fine with a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. They don't contest first floor really. They don't play bathroom. We jump down the hatches, do the vertical play, kill the Maestro Cam, set up the plan. Goka's amazing at it. So since they only have pressure on 1 floor at a time and only really 2 players, we can spend the majority of our resources, or our time at least, on droning, taking care of that element, and then we can work our way towards our third step, which is essentially planting.
Yeah. And once that's done, usually things are working out very well. There was one round where it lost for you, but that was 4K retake. It happens every now and then to everyone. It was a beautiful play. But there was one specific thing that both teams were doing quite consistently, is running the Echo at the top of those basement white stairs coming up to the staircase itself. One time, though, you all fell into the same trap and lost 2 players around that. How is the calls happening? Because I don't think it was too coordinated looking at it.
So the call came, so we droned him out first of all.
Yeah.
I think we lose Fabian, but let's not give him any more praise. He's had enough.
Yeah.
He gets, we call it banana for reference. So the spiral staircase going down is banana. We call spiral up. So banana, he's playing top banana, playing aggressively. I get the call. I say, let's ignore him. You know, he can't do anything. He can play in banana all he wants. It's just it's just goddamn yellow thing. And then I call out Kenzo. He has an echo drone. Kenzo then makes a call. I'm gonna push him. I'm like, bro, no.
What?
And Fabian goes, I'm gonna push him as well. And then I'm like, guys, he can't do anything from the banana. Like, there's nothing he can do there. Like, we got the lobby, we got piano. You know, we can just hold him. We got a camera. He doesn't know it. He gets 2 amazing headshots, and I kill the echo drone after Kenzo dies. Then we're like, okay, we suck, whatever, rotate, we still gotta win, and then we lose. Comes out to a 2v1, Unu's covering me, he kills the echo drone, and then the call comes that he's between the cars, but he was in fact behind the black car, not between the cars. I miss my shots, I suck, and he clutches like a god.
It happens, right? And someone has to lose at the end of a clutch, and it's usually the other team, right? So
yeah, I mean, a clutch down to its essential core is, one part is amazing play, but another part, it should never be enabled unless there's a mistake, right? And our mistake was in 3 parts. It was the first peak, then the second peak, and then I missed my shots, which I should never do. And no player should, but it happens. But yeah.
Forgivable, I want to say.
I hope so.
And lastly, when you were playing the defense on that top floor, walk me through how you were playing the Mozzie inside of Projector and just pushing yourself from one position to the next, because it's really that positioning that won you the round.
Well, we banned smoke. So we were practicing against Navi for a warm-up, and we're like, okay, let's ban smoke. And then I realized that I play smoke on that bomb side, and I went, guys, I was like, guys, what do I play now? And then I was like, all right, guys, scratch the smoke ban. I need my smoke. I suck without it, apparently. And then we finished the scrim. You know, Navi's a good team as well, so they're really good practice for us. And then I go, guys, let's not ban the smoke, let's ban the Mozzie, because like Mozzie's annoying and I want to play smoke. And then I sat here for 10 minutes straight because there was some waiting time for the match to get hosted. And I was like, guys, listen, if you get me a shield from someone else, I can play anything else but smoke, but I need the shield. So we made that work. And then once he has a C4, which is crucial to deny the balcony, that got me the kill the first round. And then it kind of just makes him cautious that I have the C4, so he can't be too aggressive into me. Although I must give praise, I don't know who was repelling that, but they played really, really well. We made Goga run out of garage one time, up the staircase, and he just completely blindsided Goga and like evaded the shots. Like, he played it really perfectly. But yeah, mostly good gun, C4, don't deny. Good operator.
Good operator, to say the least. But, you know, at your victory here against your bitter rivals of Team Empire, anything you'd like to say to the G2 fans out there?
Well, we're back in the town, baby. 2 wins in a row here. Gotta make it 3 next week. I want to give praise to Empire. I know that they had a weak first game, and now they've had what I would say we played well, but I also want to say that Empire did not play their part fully. So when they get back up on their rampage, so to speak, they will be a much stronger team than what you saw today. I know that they took a long break, which is well deserved. They had an incredible run the last year straight. Everybody needs a break. And now what they gotta fight for is to get back up on 100% for the next tournament, which they're pretty much guaranteed qualified for. I say give them a week, give them 2 weeks, and they're gonna be back on unbeatable, pretty much.
There you go. Well, Pengu, thank you very much. We'll see you on Monday in your game against Vitality. That's the one we're all really looking for. That's the final matchup of Monday's EU Pro League. Thank you again, and good night.
Thank you, Milosh.
Interview time. What's up, Doki?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. For the second time this week, we see you back on the interview board here. So first of all, congratulations on your victory here against Sisu. Their second loss of the week as well, 7-5. So you look at Clubhouse, there was something about your assaults that kind of looked a bit weak. I don't know what it really was, but Sisu were always able to kind of pick you off apart one by one. How would you see it from your perspective?
I mean, I think calling our assaults weak isn't maybe the right thing to say. I think you've got to give back credit to Sisu. You know, they're great players. They're all individually very well skilled. I think they showed that last week as well against Giants. They took their gunfights and they seemed to win them. So we weren't ready, let's say, for that type of aggression. We knew that's what the game was going to be like because of their previous results in previous games. But I think they played pretty well. You got to give it to them. They're very aggressive when they needed to be. Junis pretty good in the entry, so I mean, give them some credit, you know.
Yeah, he definitely did do quite a bit of work. Now, one thing we saw used and abused by you guys and many other teams, you're not the only culprits in this, are the bullet holes. How important are these for strategies? And if not, at least how frustrating they are to play against?
They're very frustrating. I think every person who plays Siege will die from a bullet hole once a day, twice a day. I think Kendra used a lot of bullet holes this map, next to rotations, looking at the master bedroom window on Jim. I mean, they're kind of a one-way angle. You got to kind of pre-fire and predict. You can't really say that. You can't really see it, to be honest, especially when there's an explosion in the air or your mind's busy somewhere else. Yeah, the bullet holes, they're part of the game now, I guess. You got to get used to it.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, now, because you won this matchup, you are 3rd place. You lost against Empire early on at 7-2. So you're at 7th place with 18 points, tied with Empire in points, above Vitality, above G2, who cannot retaliate until Monday night. And on Monday, you're playing against Penta Sports, who are at 7th place so far.
Are we? Aren't we playing Giants?
No, yes. Yes, you are. Yes, I was looking at Playday 11. So you're playing against Giants. It happens, okay? Even I make mistakes, just like you do in game.
I made mistakes? Come on, Milosh. Come on.
What is this? Milosh night? Everybody's doing it. It's open mic here. All right, so you're playing Giants. It's a pretty big game on Monday.
Yeah.
How does this factor in? How's the preparation? You told me you have your new analyst on the squad. How important is it going to be with Shaq?
I mean, you know, Giants are a great team. We are a great team. We didn't show up so much last time we played them. However, I think we did really show up at DreamHack Valencia when we played against them. You know, that was a couple of max overtime maps, especially Consulate Clubhouse, I think. I can't remember exactly. But I think we've proven before that we can beat them. Now we just need to do it again. So yeah, here we go. Monday.
Only here, live on Rainbow Six, right? So, Doki, at the end of this, anything you'd like to say to your fans out there?
Yeah, just again a big thank you to everyone supporting us, whether that be just following us, giving us all your love, or purchasing our merchandise, in-game skins. We really appreciate it, we really do. And again, just a big shout out to Navi, our player managers, Gig, Jack. You know, it's an incredible amount of support. So thanks everyone, appreciate it.
All right, Doki, thank you very much. Again, congratulations on your victory, 7-5 against Sisu on Clubhouse. We will see you on Monday against Giants. I got it right.
All right, have a good night.
Good night.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Ready? Ha! We cut off Emzo. Oh, Korey. Hello, Korey.
Hello.
How are you? How are
I
you?
am shaking. I'm not gonna lie. That was more intense than it should have been. Way
It
more
really
intense.
was. And first of all, I really want to talk about Blast for a moment, because the way that he was moving around the map really seemed to surprise Giants the entire game. How was it for you just trying to keep track of those flanks? Because the armory pushes were always supported with flanks from Penta.
I have to say we didn't really pay attention to the flanks that much at the beginning, and Blast is an exceptionally well player, and not giving him the, well, let's say, attention that we should have given him allowed him to ace and just pick us off all the time left and right. And after figuring that out and after playing a bit slower, not risking the entry death, we started to win our defense rounds, the 2 last defense rounds. But
So we were looking at this from our perspective, thinking like, they're going to armory lockers, armor every single time. Is this really the play? And how is this going between the team to kind of decide on which side to go to? Because there was a time where you might have been very frustrated with the lack of success on the site.
So technically speaking, Armory Lockers was, and I'm pretty sure it still is, one of the statistically best spots on border. And it's also our strongest spot. And we felt like we didn't necessarily lose it due to the strat being bad, but due to us just getting picked left and right. Like Blast getting an ace, it's something that he played super well, but that we should have never allowed, basically. And then we got 2 rounds where we died due to the entry death, and then 1 round which we gave away to them. And, well, we felt confident, and we tried to work on the mistakes rather than try something else and risk it.
Well, one thing you've definitely done is shown that Valkyrie camera position in CCTV, which means everybody's going to be using that for the next while in play in general. So thank you very much for ruining a lot of people's experience when playing border. As usual, you do a very good job of that. But Korey, right now, Giants, you guys are at the helm. You're on top in the French League. You are on top here in Pro League EU as well. 4 points above Team Empire. And who do you play against in our next Playday? Well, it just seems that you play Navi. So that's a pretty darn cool game that I guess many people will be looking forward to. Anything to fear from Navi looking at their past 2 Playdays here at the comeback of the season?
So Navi has shown a very strong first Playday, whilst we have shown 2, let's say, more weaker last 2 Playdays. But watching them today, we've seen a lot of their mistakes, and I'm gonna say we're very confident to play against them. We've played them once in the Pro League, it was very dominant, and we've played them in Valencia as well, where we were not on our top, I would say. So I feel like as long as we play on our, let's say, top level, I feel like we can beat everyone.
Yeah, I guess Valencia was a thing on its own with all the fire alarms, but hey, who knows. So, Korey, again, at the end of the day, you end up victorious against Penta Sports, 7-5 on border. Anything you'd like to say to everybody out there?
Well, we're more than incredibly thankful for the fans, obviously. Something that Krapel, I think, already mentioned last week, but it's the same this week. Receiving all this love, support from the fans, even when we had no organization, is something that really motivated us, because playing this game and putting all those hours in whilst you have nothing to represent and nothing to really, let's say, well, I don't want to say nothing to work for, but you get my point, is very hard often. And the fans are what inspire us, and we love all of them.
Okay. Thank you so much for your love, I guess, then, Korey. With
welcome.
that said, again, congratulations. We will see you on Monday. Auf Wiedersehen und bis bald. Later.
Auf Wiedersehen.